She's well known to the college community as she wears multiple hats at Oakton. In addition to spending 40 years in the classroom, sharing her deep knowledge of sociology in a variety of courses, focusing primarily on the introductory course, as well as Sociology 104, Marriage and the Family, Barbara has also spent many years as the president of the Adjunct Faculty Association. It was under Barb's leadership as union president that Oakton added the celebration of the adjunct faculty to this recognition dinner event. And for that, we thank her. Barb's teaching career predates the opening of the Des Plaines campus, and her early years were at the factory buildings in Morton Grove. She shares this memory with us. I am glad we are no longer at the factory on Oakton with window air conditioners. In the summer, if you turned the air conditioner on, the students could not hear anything you said. If you did not turn it on, everyone was too preoccupied with trying to keep cool to listen to anything that you had to say. With her gentle, quiet voice and nature, I can easily see the hum of those air conditioners drowning her out. And I am sure that it was a great loss for her students. Please join me in honoring Barbara Date. We only have one 40-year service award, so thanks again, Barb. Moving on to our 35-year awardees. This awardee started in 1980 and has always worked for the non-credit side of the college. Her title has changed over the years from office assistant to office coordinator and now program assistant. She has been a presence in our high school sites and more recently on both our Des Plaines and Skokie campuses. Deborah Johnson shares this memory with us. She says that she was actually here longer than 35 years because as a student at Niles North High School, she was a student aide and office assistant for Oakton. She has loved working with all of the great people over the years. It's a lot of fun getting together with coworkers who have become her good friends. Please join me in recognizing Deborah Johnson. Our next honoree also started in 1980 as the terminal operator and has had various titles within registrar services. I don't even know what a terminal operator is. She has also been heavily involved with the Classified Staff Association and a little more than a few years ago added the title of lecturer to her responsibilities. Jillian Verstraete values her friends at the college and relishes her new role on the Oakton faculty where she gets to know the students better. Her most vivid memory was being part of the tenacious group of negotiating 6 staff contracts. She is proud to have helped negotiate the excellent benefits and working conditions we all appreciate. Jillian Verstraete. Oh, Jill, you get a gift. Don't forget to get your gifts for Sonia. Okay, moving on to our 30-year awardees. This honoree first came to Oakton in 1983 as a part-time faculty member. She's taught in 2 divisions and has been also active in the AFA and various college committees. Cheryl Brown came to teaches in business and CTIS. Her best memory came when she noticed a student crying in her classroom. This is a really good memory. Listen to this. The student said that she had found secret letters that her husband wrote in his native language and she needed to have them translated. Cheryl found a translator at Oakton and all 3 met in the cafeteria. The letters confirmed that her husband was recently married to a woman in his native country and that the student's marriage had been a scam. The marriage ended, but the student and the translator fell in love, got married, and now have 2 sons. So thanks to Cheryl's compassion, 2 children were born. Now that's a good memory. That's a really good memory, I have to say, having read all these. Our next honoree started at Oakton in 1985, teaching part-time, and then moved into a full-time faculty role in 1991. She is currently the coordinator and professor of global studies, marketing, and business, Sue Cisco. Favorite memory is traveling with students to Ireland. For many, it is their first time out of the United States. It is exciting to be their guide as they immerse themselves into the Irish culture. Sue Cisco. Is Sue here? Oh, well, congratulations. Okay, Joan, I think we're going to ask Ann Tennis to now come forward to honor our next honorees. Our next honoree is another employee who started in the staff role as a clerical assistant and typist in 1985. Recently, she added the role of lecturer in the Department of Psychology. Carol Dangillian.
Yeah, Carol.
Carol's favorite memory came after earning her master's degree so that she could start teaching. She says it took over 25 years, but she loves being on the other side of the classroom as an instructor. Now, each semester, she learns from her students. Congratulations. Our next honoree also started in 1985 as the testing center monitor, and she has moved around in the learning center, but eventually circled back into the testing area. Maureen Jansilla is the testing center coordinator. Maureen says that there have been many memorable events at the college, especially some of our natural catastrophes, like floods, microbursts, blizzards, to name a few. But ultimately, watching the students grow has been the most important and inspirational part of her journey here at Oakton. Thank you, Maureen. Our next honoree also came to Oakton in the fall of 1985. She came as the academic programmer, and although her title has only changed once, She's worked with many systems to get us functioning and moving along. Sue Moser, a technical programmer. So Sue shares this memory. Many years ago, employees would host potluck movie nights. She volunteered and was honored and a little nervous to learn that President Peg Lee was on her list. Just as Peg took her seat, Sue's dachshund, Roscoe, volleyed himself into her lap. A hush filled the room. Happily, Peg is a dachshund lover, and all was well. Years later, Peg gave her a book, The Finer Points of Sausage Dogs, which happily had nothing to do with dog training. Our next honoree also started in 1985 as a part-time faculty member, but that didn't last long as he quickly moved into his full-time faculty role shortly thereafter. Carrie Shaw is a professor of student development and student affairs mediator.
All right, Carrie.
His favorite memory is right here, right now. There has never been a day when he didn't feel a sense of pride walking through the doors into our college. He is grateful to have had the opportunity to be a part of the Oakton community for all these years, and we are grateful for his presence. Thanks, Carrie. Now for our 25-year honorees. This person joined the Oakton team in 1990. He started here as the Director of Library and Television Services. His title changed to Dean, but recently it changed to Dean of Library and Online Learning. You'll hear him call himself the Dean of LOL. Gary Newhouse, the Director. Gary says he loves the warm and fuzzy feelings he gets when he can help Oakton implement something that will revolutionize how students learn. After being hired for library and television services, Gary has supervised some pretty radical new things. For instance, he introduced the internet and online learning to the college. Thanks, Gary. Our next honoree has been with Oakton since 1990, starting her career in the Division of Math and Technologies before moving to the non-credit side as a registration assistant and office coordinator. She did another move which landed her in the role that she has right now, which is program assistant in business services. Stella Pillay. Was when I announced her name this summer as the college breakfast as the recipient of the Staff Excellence Award. She says she's very fortunate and blessed to be working with Dorian Schwartz in the business services area. Okay, our next honoree came to Oakton as a part-time faculty member and was another individual who moved into a full-time faculty position in 1990. Before joining us as an employee, this person was a volunteer tutor for 4 years. She is currently in the faculty division of Languages, Humanities, and the Arts as a professor of modern languages, Marguerite Solari. Marguerite shares this memory. As a language teacher, she says she loves getting postcards from students overseas, telling her how much they enjoy being able to communicate with natives. Even students who do not travel say that they now feel more compassionate and tolerant towards people struggling to speak English. What a gift.
Honoree.
Okay, our next honoree first came to Oakton in 1984 and taught one night class per semester for 23 years before retiring from the IRS. She now teaches management and business classes. Wendy Wallace. Wendy recalls that a few years ago, a South Korean student asked her to be a mentor. Since that time, they have kept in touch for several lunches and via email. This has developed into a lovely friendship. It's a great memory. Okay, I think we're going to ask Ann to sit down and ask Kyle Frank, Trustee Frank, to come up and present the 20-year awards. All right, we're moving on to the 20 years. So this person joined Oakton in 1995 as a biology faculty member, and 3 years ago moved into his current administrative role as the Assistant Vice President of Academic Affairs, Michael Carr. Sure whether he was going to be able to join us this evening, so he didn't share a memory. And so I told him that he ran the risk of me sharing a memory about him. So here you go. This is my favorite Michael Carr memory. So several years ago, there was a faculty retreat at Starved Rock. Do you know where I'm going with this, Michael? And it snowed. It snowed a lot. And we were leaving that retreat. He and I were both out in the parking lot brushing off our cars. And he had a much larger car than I did, so I finished my car more quickly and took off. I wasn't a very kind colleague. I should have stayed. So I got home and I received a text from Michael, who told me shortly after I drove off, he opened the door to his van and the door literally fell off. Standing in the parking lot with his door and then positioned it back in his car somehow, and he's driving around the parking lots at Starved Rock over bumps to make sure that the door would not fall off. So he got a new car after that. But anyhow, every time I think of that image of Michael standing there with his car door in the snow, and the bad colleague that was, it makes me chuckle. So there you go. Michael, that's my favorite record. Okay, see, that's what happens if you don't share your own memory. This person also started in 1995 in health services as the health services secretary before moving into the president's area in fall of 2005. Eileen Sikierski brings the same care and compassion that she brought to students in the health services. Eileen used to take very good care of our students, and now she takes very good care of me and our boards. She says that she enjoys her work at Oakton and doesn't expect recognition, but the 2 awards she won, the 2014 Staff Excellence Award and the 2015 Professional Board Staff Member Award, were humbling and some of her greatest memories. Congratulations. This person has been working in Oakton since 1995 as well. Always in facilities, but many of you may not know that he started and had a short period of time in the grounds department. David Del Rio, custodian in facilities. David's favorite time at Oakton is when students start a new year of school. He enjoys helping excited new students locate their classrooms. He says he really enjoys his work and personally believes that keeping a clean facility makes students feel welcomed and that helps them to have a great day. Yes. Our next honoree has also worked at Oakton since 1995, and in all of those years, they've been in the fire science area as a lecturer of fire science. Spencer Kimura. Spencer was invited to attend a firefighter's swearing-in ceremony last year as both an instructor and a retired fire chief, and he was very proud of one particular individual who he had mentored. The former student tested as the top-ranked candidate on 2 premier North Shore fire departments. He is also proud that if he ever must dial 911, it will likely be an Oakton student who responds. Our next honoree also came to Oakton in 1995 as the senior secretary before her position was changed to program assistant in student life in 1998, Loretta Lavieri. Loretta says that if you stop by her office, you will see all of her wonderful memories, because her office is filled with photos of students and the crazy things she gets to do with them. She enjoys keeping in touch with students and hearing about their progress with schools, jobs, weddings, and families. Congratulations. Our next honoree started in 1995 as a STEPS tutor, now known as TRIO, and she's held various positions in the Learning Center. She assumed her current role as TRIO advisor in 2005. Christine Pinocchio. Christine says she tries to approach each day with the same spirit as her mentors here at Oakton. They were keepers of the flame, to use her words, who shared their wisdom, experience, compassion, and their mindset of learning alongside students with her. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Trustee Frank, and I think we're now going to switch and ask Trustee Salzberg to come forward for our next awards. All right. Our next awardee has been with Oakton since the fall of 1995 and started as a lecturer of mathematics. Since then, he has also taught computer science, CTIS, and physics. Luke Papadamas, please come forward. Luke states that he just loves teaching and says every workday at Oakton has been an enjoyable experience. Thank you, Luke. I know. Yes, thank you. Our next awardee started at Oakton in 1988 and worked on and off as part-time faculty for 10 years before being hired as a full-time faculty member in the fall of 1998, including his part-time service. Hassan Saeed has been with the college for 20 years. He also started working in 1995 in the help desk area before moving to the supervisor of host systems, and in 1999 became the webmaster. Francisco Sosa. Francisco's here, although I'm going to read his memory because I thought it was good. He said that his favorite memory at Oakton is meeting the beautiful lady who agreed to become his wife. And as an aside, his wife says that's the correct answer. Thanks, Gloria Lou. Our next honoree has been a lecturer in earth science for over 40 semesters, starting here in the mid-1990s. William Tong, adjunct faculty and lecturer of earth science. William says his favorite memory is teaching students at Oakton whose parents were his students at Northeastern during the 1980s. That's pretty cool. Congratulations. Our next honoree started at Oakton as a microcomputer lab coordinator in 1995. She's had a few roles in IT before landing her current position as academic technical programmer analyst in 1998. Marina Valent. Marina shares that the best part of working at Oakton is working with the great IT team and terrific Oakton staff, faculty, and administrators. Marina most remembers those challenging and hectic conversion times, from DOS to NT to XP to Windows 7. And this morning, she was helping me get onto the new Thunderbird, so thank you, Marina. And I was stressed. Those stressful times were actually team bonding moments. And she says, remember Y2K? And our final 20-year honoree also started in 1995 as a custodian before moving into the head custodian role in 1999. Jay Will, head custodian. Jay shares that he is grateful to Oakton for promoting him to head custodian and says the best experience was making it past 9 years in one job. It seemed that every other company he had worked for was sold after 9 years, causing him to lose his job, so he thanks Oakton. Thank you, Jay. I'm now going to turn it back to Mom Martins, who's going to recognize our 15-year and 10-year and 5-year honorees.
Thank you, President Smith. So we do things, for those of you that are new, for the 15, 10, and 5-year, we announce everybody as a group. We ask that you come up here, receive your gift from Sunny, and stay on stage. What we'll do is group photos. So once everybody's been called, that we are notified that will be present tonight, we'll then take a group photo and kind of disperse, and then go on to the next group, okay? And it's not intentional. If for some reason I've missed something, please don't hesitate to let me know. We've done our best with those that have RSVP'd in advance. So for our 15 years, starting off, first Sherry DeMonte. Michael Farquhar. Please come towards the stage. Marianne Millman. Gary Mines. Nehal Patel. Rafael Rivera. Anna Shibalina. Julie Schatzberger.
You're supposed to walk over there.
John Stryker. June Sproat. Leslie Van Wolvelier. Manish Sharma. Kathy Willis. Is there anybody that snuck up on me and came in that I missed? Thank you. Let's congratulate our 15 years. You might have to kind of, maybe some people can come up on stage and stand behind.
Yeah.
So we can get that group photo to crunch together a little bit. Thank you.
Real crunching.
Now we're going to move on to the 10-year individuals. Donovan Broad. Philip Conant. Liana Quaylar. I'm so sorry, Liana. Of all people. Christine Dentamaro. Melody Garber. Simon Peter Kakamando. Larry Knapp. Roxanne Marshburn. Myself. Camilla Marshakina. Lee Resurrection. George Savanason. Cheryl Thayer. Jonathan Turnbull. Rose Wayne. Bradley Wooten. Yes. Oh, Gus, I'm sorry. Gus Paredes. Thank you very much, Gloria. Congratulations to our 10 years. Let's take it. I'm going to add, so I'm going to run here.
You can have your picture taken. Everyone came up.
Mark Keel. Cranston Simpson. Anna Sawinska. I'm looking around the room. Am I missing anybody? I know I apologize.
Carrie Paterno.
Carrie Paterno, I apologize, Carrie. Anybody else? Sincere apologies. Let's do a group photo. Thank you. I want to congratulate everybody again tonight in terms of your milestones and your years of service to Oakton. I'm going to invite President Smith to come back up to close the night.
Thanks, so tonight we are going to do one new award that we've never done before. It's not over yet, we're almost done. In addition to recognizing employees for service awards, I want to take a moment to acknowledge those employees who earned what I call the Lifesaver Awards that I gave out for the first time at the All-College Breakfast. Several of these names are names that I did call at the breakfast. I'm going to call them again. If you're here, please come forward. I do have a small award for you. It may not be large. It's a Lifesaver candy and a small button that bears the All for One logo. And I hope that you will wear those buttons or put them by your desk to signify that you have made an impact, that the impact has been significant, and that the knowledge of that prize is the most important prize of all. So if I read your name, will you come forward? And I'm going to add some new names to the list as well. So Marvin Bornschlegel, Bruce Oates, Michael G. Smith. Come on, Bruce, I know you're here. Christy Harris, Chris Casey, George Lundow, Tom Bowen, Richard Stacelitz, Michael Anthony, Maya Evans, Karen Roth, Alan Whitehead, Maria Arskinides, Anne Marie Berry, Debbie Christie, Princess Escudero, Loretta LaGuerre, Christine Pinocchio, Jill Salas, Anthony Ramos, Sharon Swigler, Jay Bird, Linda Berenson, Mark Palmieri, Lena Brotherton, Shuko Namakawa, Kelly Sherman, Elena Kuto, Olga Sabrina, Paul Sandberg, Eric Mann, John Benson, Carol Bustamante, Lindsay Hewitt, Joan Warnball Boggs, Paul Bustamante, Peter Siegel, Stella Clay, Jordana Lampropoulos, Virginia Gibbons. Here are some names that have not been mentioned before. Taylor Wright, Brian Bacon, Sue Cisco, Steve Brody, George Charm, Nick Bruder, Lewis Walker, Dave Atkinson, Stephanie Levy, Lisa Bollinger, Kalma Patel, Jennifer Strahler, Will Crawford, Melissa Rauschenberg, we're almost done here, Elaine Phillips, Megan Klein, Leslie Rubin, and Steve Amari.
Grab a button and a candy.
I have not yet identified a systematic way to gather feedback. So these names have all come to me through conversations with students where they have indicated that they notice you, they want you to be recognized and acknowledged by the college for your good work, and they're grateful for the difference that you have made in their lives. As Maya Angelou stated, I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Our students remember how you have made them feel. Thank you. Thank you all.